Welcome to Here for the Gear. I'm Jeff. Welcome to Tech Gear Under 50, the very first episode. We're going to be reviewing some of the coolest tech gear out there, and it's all under $50. Our very first device we're going to be starting off with is the Romos Battery Bank 30 Plus, and this thing is awesome. Once you get one of these, you're never going to want to leave home without this. First thing about it, it is a 30,000 milliamp hour battery bank. And when I say 30,000, to put that into perspective, your phone has about a 3,000 milliamp hour battery life. So 30,000 to 3,000, quite a bit of difference. If we look up on the top right here, you have your two USB ports, a Type-C USB port, a micro USB, and a Lightning port in case you're an iPhone user. You notice the ones with the plus symbols? These are the ports you can use to recharge the battery bank with. You can plug in multiple devices at once if you want to charge multiple devices as well off of it. It's going to drain it a little bit quicker, but I mean, it is what it is. It's a battery bank. I charged an old Galaxy S8 phone with it, and it charged it about 10.5 times before I had to recharge this thing, so it got quite a bit of use out of it. It has a nice little display on the front right here. I'm going to show you. You can see how much time is remaining as far as percentage, the load right here, and then also how much you're pulling as well. This thing would be ideal right here if you're going to go camping, you're taking it to the golf course, heck, if you just want to take it around the house and have an outlet, extra outlet somewhere around the house to charge with if you're wanting to. I mean, you cannot go wrong without this. It's going to be one of those things that once you get it, you're not going to want to leave home without it. I swear, you just want to throw it in your backpack and use it. I mean, and for $36.99, I mean, you cannot go wrong with this. I will tell you one thing about it though. It's one of those things that it does take about 10 plus hours to recharge, but I mean, that is the only downfall to it. I mean, it's a huge battery pack. So, but it's one of those, it's an excellent device. The smart plugs right here by TPlink, they've come out with these a while back, and these things are, I feel guilty saying this, are a steal at $10 a piece. You get these and you use the app to turn these things on and off. And what's awesome about it is they run over Wi-Fi, so you don't actually have to be just at home to turn these things on and off, but you can play tricks on people and turn them on and off from like far away. I'm not going to tell you what I've done to my wife, turning lamps on and off and stuff like that from across town, and then her calling me up like, what just happened? Anyway, but I mean, automation then can become something. You can set up routines with these things, schedules, and stuff like that. And like I said, at $10 a piece, you cannot go wrong with these things. And I mean, the possibilities are endless. You could set up fans, lamps, warmers. I mean, just go on and on and on. It's really a great deal with these things by TP-Link. So really, really a cool thing to have there. Up next, we have the Amazon Flex. Now, this is a really cool voice assistant device you can add to your home. And what it's cool is it's like a wall-mounted device. Almost looks like a little plug-in right here. And what it allows you to do is now you're able to do stuff with voice command. I mean, you can do, you know, this is the Alexa. I don't want to set anything smart off in your house if you have that already. But what you can do then is you can do like different commands and stuff like this. And what's unique about this one is down on the bottom it has a USB plug on it, and this allows you to get attachments. Like they have a nightlight attachment, and then they also have a motion attachment right here, and this will allow you to plug it in like this. And then you have motion control or motion sense on this, and this will allow you to set up routines, and you're starting to do smart home stuff. Now, the Flex right here, the top part, is just $24.99, and then what you do is once you get this right here, and as I mentioned previously with the TP-Link device right here, okay, you got the TP-Link, so what you can do is now you can use the Flex and you can start setting up routines to then control this, and now you're starting to do smart home routines. So, I mean, you've really got $34 and you're starting to do voice control with smart home equipment. And I've actually got another video that I've done, and it actually tells you how to set this stuff up step by step. And I've got a link below that I'll share with you on how to do that. So, I mean, really, you're getting into smart home, full automation smart home voice control for $35. Really a heck of a deal right there. You can't beat that. So, and I've got a link to that video as well as to these items all below. All right, next we have the Wyze Cam and the Pan Cam. Now the Wyze Cam is a really cool little 2" by 2" by 2" cube, and it shoots 1080 video. And I mean, this thing is really a slick little device. I mean, you can view things remotely when you're away from home. It comes with a 6-foot USB cable, has 8-power digital zoom. It's got a magnetic base right here pictured, so you can actually use this. And as you can see right here from this picture, where I was actually able to, I'm just holding it right here obviously, but if you wanted to actually screw this to a wall or something like that, and then you can actually attach it to the wall using that magnetic plate, this is how it can hold itself up. It has a micro SD slot on here. You can put up to a 32 gig card in here. It has night vision, so you can see things up to 32 feet away with this. It has really good video clarity, and then they have the Pan Cam that has the same specs. However, it's motorized, as you can see right here. It can tilt all the way around, and then it pans up and down. So it has full motion, and you can use this with the app, and you can view things from, remotely and see things like this as well. So really, really a cool little camera. And these things start off, the Wyze Cam itself is only $25.98. The Wyze Cam Pan is only $37.98. Really a great price for these cameras. And another thing that's cool about them is they have two-way audio. So what's cool about that feature is, I mean, I love turning my camera on, especially the Pan Cam, seeing if when my wife or my little boy is home, and I'll turn the Wyze Cam Pan on when my little boy is home and say, "Are you there? Are you there?" And then he'll just come running across the room, "Daddy," and we'll have our little moment of connection and just start talking, and he knows it's me on the other side of that thing, and it's just so cute having that little connection. But it's so fun. So it really a cool little camera, and not a bad price point at all for that thing. Okay, I have one more item to show you, but I'm going to have to switch angles for you to see here. So give me just 1 second. All right, so now we have the Divoom digital frame. This is a 16 by 16 LED frame right here. Now this is a really cool little device. Now once you get the frame, you're going to first want to set up the app. Now I have the app on my phone right here. I'm going to show you. Now what we're going to do is, as you can see right here, I have just the clock displaying. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to the next thing up here, which this is lighting, and right here you can do it and change it to anything you want it to be, and it's just going to change it right on here. I mean, I can turn it on and off right here. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to this, and this is where you can see you have all these, anything you want it to be as far as animations and stuff like that. So we can go over here and make it like Sonic the Hedgehog or whatever you want it to be. Okay, I can change it back to, go back over here and make it like R2-D2. Okay, I mean, you have just thousands and thousands and thousands of things you can make it be. Okay, we're going down here. I think there was another one down here. My little boy likes this one right here, Spider-Man. He's only 4, so he can kind of, anything makes him whatever he wants it to be. Now I can also go over here to this down here. I can go over here to Discover. I can go over here to Design, and this is where I can go over here and start drawing on it. Okay, and you can make it whatever you want it to be. You can do colors and stuff like this. Okay, and this is how people were making those designs and stuff like this. They were going through and doing stuff like that. So if I wanted to go over here and erase all this, we can go ahead and clear that out. Okay, so now I can go over here, and this is not going to look very good at all, but there, I got like that right there, and then got a happy face on there, and do like that right there. Now you can go in here and make it all the colors you want to, and stuff like that. So if I was any kind of artist on this thing, which it takes practice and stuff like that doing, you could do that as well. And then this is how you would go through and start making animations and things of that nature. And then you have like the animator over here and stuff, and as you can see right here, this is where you're making the frames and stuff like that to make those animations with. Then once you do that, you can save them and then start exporting those out and making these animations and things of that nature. So let's get that nastiness off the screen here. We're going to go back over here to channel and bring the clock back up here. So we'll bring the clock back up just like that right there. But that's how this goes. And I mean, again, the possibilities with this are endless. And if you wanted to, you can actually link up to 4 of these together, and you could draw across all 4 of them in sequence. So you can make signs and with this or whatever you wanted to do. Now, they won't last forever because these are battery powered, unless you want to plug them in USB and run them just straight off USB. If you run them off battery, they'll last for, I believe it's like 6 hours before they require recharging. But they're a great thing to have, great for conversation starters if you wanted to put them like in your office or, you know, just around the house or in like a game room or something like that. It's a great thing to have. So anyway, I've got a link below to these as well. Well, I hope you found those reviews to be useful, and if you did, please make sure you click on like and subscribe to my channel. I'll have another upcoming video soon, and I hope to see you again. Thanks a lot.